and welcome to the Trying Together podcast, brought to you by the Employment Services Unit here at the Saskatoon Open Door Society. I'm Kenneth, and I'm going to be your co-host for today.
And my name is Paola, and I'm happy to also be your co-host. This podcast is all about sharing stories of newcomers and employer partners. It's just incredible stories of resilience, growth, and opportunities. And our goal with this is to shine a light over these incredible journeys that inspire us all, and also to build stronger connections between the clients, the employers, and the community in general.
Exactly. And today in the studio today is Mr. Jarvis Abonana Ayamsegna.
Abonana, bro.
I hope I did it justice a little bit. Okay. So Jarvis currently hails from Ghana and moved to Saskatoon far back as November 2023. And he's currently a water technologist at SaskWater with a background in hydrology, right? We're going to be asking him tons of questions about his journey so far. And again, he is a former client of the Saskatoon Open Door Society. So we're going to ask him about insights and how that experience shaped his journey.
And Jarvis' stories go far beyond the current role that he has, because he brings over 2 decades of experience as a hydrogeologist and WASH, which I just learned that stands for Water, Sanitation, and Hygiene
Specialist. Yeah.
Thank you, Jarvis, for being here with us.
My pleasure.
Okay.
For having me.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say welcome again and thanks for being on this podcast. So just to get right into it, you relocated to Saskatoon from Ghana as far back as 2023. Most people will ask you why minus 40? And what were some of the reasons that led you on this journey?
Well, it's my children that led me more. I mean, primarily, I needed to have them get Western education.
Awesome.
Just so that they would broaden their scope and also the opportunities that are abound in the West. And I know Canada has a very good educational system that can better position them. So that's what brought me.
What about the weather? Were you aware of the weather?
Yes, basics, high school education educated me that Canada has a cold environment, but we know people live there. And so we also know of other people from the tropics who live here. And so I felt that yes, we can also live.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Is your family happy to be here as well, as you are maybe?
Yeah, they are very happy.
Yes.
The kids are in school and they are enjoying their education.
Oh, that's great. Can you share with us a little bit of the challenges that you have faced in the past when you first came to Saskatoon, so adjusting to this new life and also looking for jobs?
Yeah, first of all, the challenge was, in November the weather begins to get extreme. The extreme, as in cold weather. And so it was a bit of adjustment, especially in the case of transportation, where you come out and you miss the bus, or the bus delays, and so you have to contend with the snow. And I think that was about the critical thing, and that also affected job hunting.
Right.
I remember 2 occasions I missed job opportunities because of the bus.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
But then I just felt that the jobs were not mine.
Okay.
If they were mine, I would have still got them.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I would say that that was typically the challenge. Aside from that, adjusting to get to know people was also an issue.
Finding community?
Finding community, in a new community where you have to interact with people and network was a bit of a challenge. But then we got to understand that that is the nature of the system.
Okay, great.
And we quickly adjusted that. We would flow with it.
Yeah.
And that's how far we have come.
I can see that you're a very positive person, alright?
Yeah.
I can have this feeling, and that's a good thing. Because I know you faced maybe more things as well, like many challenges, but that's something that happens that with positive people, that you only focus on the nice, good things, and you kind of forget about the negative ones, and then you just go through life, right?
Yeah.
That's the right observation. I take it that I'll not be the first person to encounter a challenge. I
Yeah.
won't be the last person.
Yeah.
But I need to make the best out of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
For every situation, there's something good.
That's a great
Awesome.
approach.
When life gives you lemons, you make lemonades.
Precisely.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So, as a former client of the Saskatoon Open Door, I'm quite curious. How did you hear about the society, and what led you to being a client?
Well, I just went on the net.
Yeah.
Tried to find out what resources are there for newcomers,
Yeah.
and I saw Open Door Society.
Okay.
So I googled, joined the bus, and got to the bus stop here, the terminal, and here I came,
Yeah.
and then indicated that this was my situation and I wanted the support.
Yeah.
And willingly, there is this lady, is it Lutetia or somebody?
Okay.
I met, and she took me through, and that's how it worked. I got to know the various opportunities that are there in terms of training, as in work for skills,
Yeah.
the LACE, that's the leadership and community engagement,
Yeah.
and all other things that were there. So I just capitalized on it.
No, and how did that knowledge that you gained through the Skills for Work and the LACE program as well impacted maybe your career path or maybe your job search back then?
Yeah, I would start with skills for work. That it helped me to reformat my resume.
Okay.
Much as I had a lot, how to capture it and make it marketable, I didn't have it as I got to learn from the skills for work.
Yeah.
Workplace culture was something that I learned, and it helped me in my early jobs that I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in the interactions, the timing, and what you need to know.
Yeah.
Your rights, your responsibilities in the workplace, so that you don't go in waiting to be given an orientation which may not be that clear. But even if you get an orientation at the workplace, then it is job specific.
Okay.
But Skills for Work gave me a very broad knowledge
Yeah.
of what to expect and what is expected of me at the workplace. I also had the opportunity of a mock interview, I think about 3 of them,
Yeah.
and that was
With
super.
real employers, some of them, right?
Not with external facilitators.
Okay.
Yes, they give you an experience of what the company
Exactly.
looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So that boosted my courage, and to know that yes, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh.
Okay, great.
Again, in terms of a professional growth, I got to learn of APEX,
Yeah.
Association of Professional Engineers and Geoscientists,
Getting certified.
the certification.
Yes.
And one of your colleagues graciously was so helpful, Nalikando.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was wonderful. She took me through it,
Oh.
and I would always say, Open Door Society has been on my call.
And then Newcomer still works with us, and yeah, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
maybe we introduce her after the podcast.
Right. So she was very helpful, and I would say that has been my benefits, coming to know and work and interacting with Open Door in the area of work for health,
Yeah.
for skills for health, or work
Skills for work.
skills for work.
Yes.
Now the other part with the LACE, I got to meet other immigrants.
Yeah.
So the community aspect, you were
And
yeah,
Precisely.
touching base in
I
that.
also got to learn about the diversity of Canada. I didn't know that we had indigenous people.
Yeah.
I got to know, and the evolution of how Canada has come to be now,
Yeah.
and the way it is going in terms of rights, responsibilities, and the benefits, and whatever goes into the dynamics of the Canadian society.
Yeah.
So with Open Door Society, I learned a lot.
Okay.
I must also say that by virtue of the kind of work I did before coming here,
Yeah.
working in rural communities, it also, the LACE helped me to understand community engagement in this perspective of Canada, not where I originally worked in.
Yeah.
So it opened up my horizon in the area of community engagement.
All right.
Yes.
And talking about workplace culture, I'm curious about how different was the Canadian workplace culture to what you were used to, but like back in your home country,
But
or
just to add to that, I was
Mhm.
gonna say you were talking about community, right? Why don't we also talk about like your volunteer experience? Because you mentioned it a lot, especially in your bio, and how that impacted your journey in terms of serving and giving back to the community.
Right. I would go with the community. I had the experience of volunteering in Mozambique
Yeah.
when there was a disaster, the cyclone that hit part of Mozambique, and I did that with Samaritan Space. Pretty much the same like any African environment,
Yeah.
but language differences, a bit of, and of course, in a disaster situation, people's engagement with you is different
Yeah.
from when it is normal development intervention.
Yeah.
How to contend with the different interests in those areas. A language you don't speak, you're getting an intermediary. What is the interest of that intermediary in relation to the people you are supposed to serve? So that also brought in my mind that, hey, wherever you are from, it is not the same.
Yeah.
I also had the opportunity to serve in Bangladesh, the Rohingya refugee camp,
Oh wow.
and that camp was set up because of conflict in a neighboring country that they came in. They didn't have water, and even if whatever the situation was,
Yeah.
I had to also meet the interests, the needs, considering the interest of the different people, and of course, in an Asian country,
Yeah.
entirely different culture. And so it helped me to understand the diversity of human nature, the needs, and strengthened me to appreciate that when you are in a situation, value it. Until you get into an emergency situation, you wouldn't appreciate what the peace that you have
Yeah.
and the resources that are available to you. So those were lessons that I learned. Now, here, we got to learn about the drug issues.
Yeah.
And I have come face to face with people we call the homeless or without homes or
Yes.
settled places, and how life goes on, which you would, from a distance, think that it doesn't exist.
Yes.
I've seen people sleeping in the cold.
Yeah. And it gets real cold here.
It gets really cold. They just need a blanket and they hide somewhere. What happens to them? How do they live? My perspective of life got enriched. That it is not all that which glitters is gold.
Yeah.
And wherever you find yourself, appreciate the situation, make the best of it, and contribute to the development and improvement of the environment, of the situation of the community. So these are things that I had learned from the LACE.
Yeah.
Now, with respect to work for skills for work,
Yeah.
as I said, I learned the workplace culture. As in, how do you interact? Where you address your boss by his first name. That is not what it was for me.
So that's different to your home country, or
Exactly.
whatever you were used to, right?
Yeah, I wasn't used to that.
Yes.
You might want, you go very formal,
Mm-hmm.
but here it's informal, but it is official.
Mm-hmm.
You go into a place, into an office, and you have to value people's space. Yes, you value people's space back home, but you value it in a different way, as in, you have to be sure to learn to know people's moods,
Yeah.
that you don't intrude. The person might just, for some reason, not have a good day.
Yeah.
You don't push, because it will mean something else. Gender interactions, entirely different, where you don't seek permission to hug somebody.
Yeah.
Here you have to be invited to hug.
Yeah.
Here where shaking hands is not a common thing. Back in my country, shaking hands is a very normal thing, regardless of the gender.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
shake hands, you hug, and you say, well, I mean,
Yeah,
social dynamics are different.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
skills for work, enlightened me a lot.
Yeah, I feel you. For me, I come from Dominican Republic, and for us, it's same. It's like we hug each other. Even if I just met you, I go for a hug.
Yeah.
and it's like no, it's not like
It's a one
something
people.
rare for anybody, right?
Right.
And it's like coming here, it's so different, but it's like no positive or negative. It's just different, and you have to adapt if you want to thrive in this community, right?
Right.
So it's a good thing that you get to learn about those small details that still count when you have to when you're looking for a job and you want to succeed as well
Yes.
in the working.
In workplace.
Yes, in the workplace
That's
here
right.
in Canada. So that's a good thing to hear. That's great.
Okay, so coming back to today, you're working with SaskWater.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us more about your day-to-day and how you also draw from your background in hydrology?
Right. Working with SaskWater, it is into water, all right,
Yeah.
but it's a different dimension of my background. This one has to do more with automated systems,
Yeah.
pipe systems, where you have to monitor water that is raw,
Yeah.
how much comes in, what is the quality of it, and then you process it. Let it go through the process that will meet provincial and federal compliance in
Okay.
terms of quality.
Yeah.
Before you then let it out, and also monitor it at the end where the user uses it.
Yeah.
So then you know from the point that you take it through the treatment process to the consumer, the water meets the standards as required. Now, it is new because I haven't worked in that. But of course, from the textbook and what I learned before I went into my original practice,
Yeah.
it isn't extremely new.
Okay.
It is just coming face to face with the equipment. And that was the new phase for me, which I would say I do not, by any twist of thought, regret. Because it makes me much broader.
So you had a lot of theoretical background, but now you
Now I'm on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, in a more sophisticated system
Yeah.
than where I know of as where I come from originally. And so I would say this is good. Now, with my background in hydrogeology, I worked mainly in the area of drilling boreholes,
Oh.
kind of spot systems,
Yeah.
installing the water withdrawal systems as in the pumps, and giving to communities where you don't have the pipes to their homes, but they come to fetch at a central point.
Yeah.
Then that also gives you the opportunity to interact with them to know how that meets their needs.
Yeah.
How you even get to drill a borehole, the engagement is there. So as I said, this is a different part where you are dealing with a central system.
Yeah.
But before I came here, you are dealing with a more open and diverse system.
Yeah.
So it adds to my career achievements, and I would say I enjoy the work.
Oh, that's
Oh.
awesome.
Yes.
But you know what? I would like to go back a little bit into your job work journey,
Yeah.
because before you got this position, which you are of course more than qualified for. When you first came to Saskatoon, it has come to my knowledge that you were part of Safeway. You were working in Safeway first, right? And then J&H as well.
Yeah.
So those were kind of like entry level positions. Like, it wasn't it like what kind of job?
Would you consider?
Yeah.
And how
Because
did
that
they
was
affect
that
your
was not
journey?
related to what you do right now, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder like how that experience impacted your
Your
journey until you got to
SaskWater.
yes, to what the dream job, let's say, that you have right now.
Yeah, those were survival jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And one, they're survival because they give me the opportunity to earn an income.
Yeah.
To survive. It also served as an introduction into the workplace culture.
Exactly.
I also learned a certain dimension of life, because for me to go and carry lumber, which I hadn't done before,
Yeah.
It was an opportunity for me.
Jarvis, sorry to interrupt. I'm gonna repeat the question because I wanted to mention that you also have 2 master's degree and you have all this preparation. The idea with this question is to highlight all the preparation that you have, but that you also were brave enough to go for those survival jobs before getting the job that you were like dreaming of.
Yeah.
But you had to do something to survive
Sure.
until that, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, of course.
Sure.
Yes? Okay, I'm gonna repeat the question.
Correct. Go ahead.
All right. So Jarvis, it has come to my knowledge that you have 2 master's degree and all these qualifications, all these credentials, and that's amazing, all right? But when you first came to Saskatoon, you were working first before getting this position that you are at right now. You were working first at Safeway and J&H, right? Can you tell me about that experience and also like what did that journey teach you about like perseverance and humility?
Yes. Before I came here, you realize that I consulted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I managed projects,
Yeah.
and this was a different place.
Of course.
I came into a different place.
It's not enough fresh.
I do not know. I did not know anybody, but I have to survive.
Yes.
So, I would not be able to survive without starting from somewhere.
Exactly.
So
And you had a family that were counting on
exactly,
you.
and starting from somewhere didn't matter where it was.
Mm-hmm.
One, as I said, it taught me, or it made me to experience what the skills for work, lessons with relation to workplace culture.
Mm-hmm.
It ushered me in.
Yes.
It gave me the opportunity to appreciate what it means to be working from below, in quotes.
Yeah.
Because whether below or up, you are working as a team, but you have to take instructions and do the things that you would have instructed somebody to do in a different industry, as in construction, as in the warehouse sector.
Yes.
And I must say that I learned something from J&H. I learned how to operate the forklift.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. It's always a learning opportunity, right?
Experience.
Exactly.
All in one.
I learned to know the different dimensions of wood,
Yeah.
building materials,
Mm-hmm.
a certain sense of warehouse keeping,
Yeah.
which I think if for some reason I do not get I lose my job, I can still rely on and start from somewhere again.
Yeah.
And so workplace culture, that is one.
Mm-hmm.
You work in a different industry and the different people I met. It was so amazing that by virtue of my service to customers, a good number of them asked me, where do you come from? What were you doing before coming? Is this what, we don't see this to be what this your background is.
Yeah.
I talked to them and a couple of them gave me opportunities to 2 job positions that I applied. But I think, well, for whatever reason, the jobs were not mine, so I didn't get them.
That's great. You know, like some people come here, like newcomers, like maybe similar to you, good experiences, good background, good credentials as well, but they don't want, they're not getting the job that they want right away, and they're not willing to apply to something less than. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes you need that.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if you're gonna make mistakes as a first, like a newcomer in this city, maybe it's better to make mistakes then,
Exactly.
right? Like there,
Right.
and learn about the workplace culture, for example, and not on that different category of positions that you really are aiming for, right? So maybe it's a good idea.
Yeah, you are right. Because for those people who gave me links,
Yeah.
I still have their contacts. And when I left J&H, I informed them that I had left J&H, and so if they came there and didn't see me, they should know this is where I have moved to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Occasionally I just say hi. You never know what can happen.
Yeah.
And you go back to them.
So let's come back to this community work, and I know like you're someone who is passionate about social work and giving back to the community, right? And with your experience in that and also volunteering, it has also opened much doors to opportunities where you now reside in. So for newcomers who are sort of like struggling, trying to settle down and get into the professional dream life everybody wants to live. What are some of the advice you would share for anyone navigating that pathway?
First, I would actually like to say people should be prepared to diversify.
Okay.
Good point.
I would have continued in the wastewater sector if I didn't get SaskWater.
Okay.
Because the volunteer company, the chief executive was actually looking for opportunities. At the time, the opportunity hadn't come yet. But if the opportunity had come, I would have moved into wastewater treatment.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't lose anything because it's another dimension of my profession in the area of water and wastewater. After all, it's all about providing, ensuring environmental
Safe water.
sanity and
Yeah.
safe water. So if I even had to go into something that is not exactly what I came with,
Yeah.
which is my passion, but it's something that is related. Mining, could have gone into mining
Yeah.
because my degree is in geology.
Okay.
And my very beginning, the beginning of my career, I went into mining for gold and diamonds for 6 months.
Oh, wow.
No, I think 8 months.
Okay.
I still have those rudiments of thoughts.
Yeah.
It's just to retool myself. So newcomers, one, should also open up to diversify, to look for, as I said, to love what they do. So if you open up and you get a job that is related to your passion, develop the love for it. Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah.
And why do you think it's important for employers to value and hire professionally trained people like yourself here in Saskatoon?
We were taught with the same textbooks.
That's right.
And some of them who are within the professional bodies are authors of those same books. So if they use or even you are a professional,
Yeah.
and you were trained with those textbooks, I was trained with those textbooks, and you don't give me opportunity,
Right.
then I think that will not be fair.
Yeah.
So that is the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Two, you give me the opportunity to also prove that yes, the books that you were trained with, and I say I trained with them, let me prove that I truly was trained with them and I understand.
Yeah.
Let me justify that my experience matches what you have on the table for me. But not until an opportunity is given.
Yeah.
Based on a certain bias, you would lose out on genuine and smart professionals who could contribute very tremendously to your company's goals and objectives.
Yeah.
So give people the opportunity. And on the side of the newcomer, make yourself available to start from somewhere,
Yeah.
regardless of your experience, your previous experience and your qualifications. Important thing is to get in there, put your foot in the door,
Do
Exactly.
your best work.
get the exposure, and prove that what you say you are worth is exactly what you are delivering. And I believe the system would accept you and place you at the right position that you dream to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a two-way thing.
Okay.
Employers give professionals
Opportunity.
Opportunity.
And newcomers.
open up to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
And thirdly, the compromise of professional ethics, professional requirements should not be put aside.
Okay.
A newcomer, be prepared to work, put away what you were used to, be prepared to justify by way of professional qualifications
Yeah.
and certifications, and follow the rules that when you are engaged, you work with. Business should not be as usual.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. And just before we close, as someone, 2 master's degree, I barely have one, and you're well traveled, you've seen different cultures, communicated with different people, in being involved in different, projects, and you have all this know-how and practical knowledge, right? And you have this passionate love for water. if I
We
do say
can
so
see
myself.
that.
So looking ahead, what is that thing that keeps you motivated, pushing forward into career life or pushing forward into community life as you passionately do so?
My motivation is that water is life.
Yeah.
I trained to give life, and I've been involved in giving life by way of safe drinking water. And that is my motivation. First, safe drinking water, and beyond that, safe drinking water to the underserved, those who have not had the opportunity like others, or the underprivileged, to access to safe drinking water. That is my motivation. I just look forward to getting myself engaged in, again, providing water to people who have been deprived of it, that we normally term underserved. So I can see the joy in the faces of those people. I look back, and anywhere we went and provided water, the joy of the people, particularly women and children, that they have access to safe drinking water. It improves their lives. They can go around their day-to-day activities, and they have good health. So my motivation is water and water and water.
Very, yes, water. We got that. We can get the passion. I love that. All right, so I just have to say this. If you are watching this episode and you want to get involved in this similar area, and maybe you have similar background, you want to get to know more about Jarvis or maybe the SaskWater, can we say, Jarvis, that they can get in touch with us and we can connect them to you? Is that okay to say?
That is excellent.
Okay. Awesome. Do you guys offer, or do you offer any mentorship or any, if people want to know about opportunities on that field or specifically at SaskWater, can they be in touch with you for that?
Definitely.
All
They
right.
can be in touch with me. And because I have been in touch with people, and that's how come I came this way.
Awesome.
So I am open to interact with people and share the little that I know.
Yeah.
At the very least, or the very best I can do, is to give them guidance on how to get around with respect to water related. My experience, I'm ready to share my experiences with them.
Awesome.
So they can make a headway.
That's great.
Yeah. So there you have it, guys. And I forgot to say that Jarvis is currently doing like a program at the university, if I'm sure. So
It's a society that is connected to it's called Senior Citizens Continuous Learning. It has to do with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 master's degree and maybe a PhD incoming.
No, but I'm more an industry-based person. I like hands-on.
Okay,
PhD,
great.
I would have done that long ago, but I chose not to.
Okay. But the point is that keep moving forward, right? So thank you so much, Jarvis, for joining us today. I mean, your journey really reminds us of the determination and resilience it takes to start afresh in a new country. So we're really, really grateful that you had the time to join us today.
That's right, and thank you to our listeners as well. And if you want to get in touch with us, if you're looking for employment support, or maybe you're an employer that wants to partner with us, please give us a call at 306-653-4464, or you can email us at esuregistrations@sods, right?
Yeah.
sods.ska.ca. We are here to help you, and we want to hear from you, so please get in touch with us.
Okay, and of course, for everyone listening and viewing this podcast today, we hope that the conversations you've had from all of us, and including Jarvis' wonderful story, I mean Bangladesh,
Oh yes.
Niger, Ghana, Canada,
And Leslie.
and then your passport. Anyway, but we hope the conversations have been impactful and you're able to gain some insights and some good nuggets out of it also.
Yes, and this is just one of many stories that we also we still want to share with you. So please stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much, Jarvis, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you and bye, guys.